with the flashback.
Facts. We're going to talk about it right now. Yo, what up, baby? It's DJ SussOne, the feature presentation, the new artist spotlight. It's Power 105.1. So this artist right here, who I thought when he walked into the building I haven't met before, and I just heard his song, but apparently I know this guy for a long time, and he reminded me. Now, we're going to say your artist name. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about the history of, where you came from and all that later. He reps Harlem, but he lives in Jersey right now. Kilo Gram. What's up, boy?
Gramzunkut. What up, man? I'm chilling. Everything good.
How you been, man? You reminded me that I'm still trying to get my memory together, man. Like, you've been in the game a long time.
I've been in the game a long time, yeah, but not as an artist. Behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So tell people about yourself a little bit.
Well, yeah, I started with a group called Troubleneck Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, Enough was their DJ. Shout out DJ Enough for the heavy hitters. Yeah, so they put out a group, Troubleneck Brothers. They were signed to what was it? They was with Miss Jones.
Mm-hmm.
They were signed with Miss Jones. I forgot the name of the label. But then they had broke up and they started a label, Die Hard Records.
Mm.
And I believe Renee McClain was managing them. Pekkas was doing their
shout out to my brother Pekkas. Shout out to Renee McClain.
Yeah, they was doing all the marketing and stuff. And then we had Mo Money, Genovese.
Genovese, yo, you taking it back right now, bro.
We had Richie Thumbs.
Wow.
You know, we had a lot of records with the Locks
Guys,
before they were signed to Bad Boy.
Guys, these names he's talking about, if you were raised in the 90s and experienced the mixtape era, and I'm not talking about mixtapes the way they're presented today, like album before the albums. I'm talking about the actual mixtapes when you used to go to the mom and pop shops, like Canal Street, 125th, Jamaica Avenue, downtown Brooklyn. We're talking about that mixtape era.
Yeah, this is all before MP3s.
Exactly. Before it might be before emails, period.
It was before emails. It was before emails because I used to service DJs after the fact. Like after the label broke up, I started doing marketing and street team for Electra Records.
Nice.
So Busta, Angie Martinez joint. Remember the Angie Martinez
I remember.
joint? We had the Neptunes before we had the Clips. Before it was the whole
Electra days, you
Neptunes.
might have had
the Electra days.
Tweet and
Yeah, we had Tweet. We had the
was
Tweet.
Missy on Electra?
Missy was on Electra.
Yeah, I remember.
So the whole Tweet. Yeah, so we had all that. So
And when you say servicing, by the way, because today when you say servicing, they talking about they sending all the emails out and all that.
Nah.
So what were you servicing back then?
We used to have the big jiffies, and we used to stuff it with 2 vinyls, stuff it with the CDs, stuff it with some promotional materials, maybe a T-shirt, a couple flyers, posters.
This is the era I come from,
and then we
guys.
had to put the sticker on the jiffy, and we had to sip it off before, because DJs was hot because they had the record. If you didn't have the record, you couldn't play it in the club.
Facts.
You had to get the record from us. If you ain't get the record from us, you couldn't play it in the club.
And if you was really hot in these streets, you had the acetate vinyl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a hard, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a hard piece of vinyl before they pressed up the actual vinyl.
Yeah.
All right, enough of dating ourselves. So now you back in the game and you're doing music. You're doing music.
There, yeah.
What, you gonna service yourself?
I do service myself, so I'm here.
All right, so explain what you are, like what the music is exactly.
My music is just a fun expression. I've been around the industry for a long time, and I never had a thirst to put music out, but I'm fresh, fresh back in the streets, and music is fun. You can put your own music out. You can service your own. Because me, I'm real big into the promotion and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So you give me a product, and I can promote it and market it. So I figured, why not take because the game that I came in is different now.
I was about to just ask you about that because you've lived both like kind of generations. So coming from where you come from, the music then to the music now. What made you want to get into the music now? Are you feeling it? Or are you creating the energy like similar to like Griselda, like the energy from the 90s type vibe?
I like the 90s vibe. I like the new vibe. I'm kind of back and forth with both. I'm versatile, and I just do it like emotional fun music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not pressed to put something out or pressed to put out a certain personality or persona. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it to have fun. People dance to it. So people, you know what I'm saying? It's fun. I'm just doing it for fun. And I'm glad that I'm getting a good reception and I'm doing the right thing.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
So tell people about yourself, like how you came up in New York City. You were raised in Harlem, right?
I was born in the Bronx. I grew up in Brooklyn, and then I moved to Harlem when I was 7. I was born in the Bronx. I moved from the Bronx because my building burned down when I was 2.
Wow.
Then I moved to Brooklyn. I grew up there with my grandma's house. Then my mother got her own spot in Harlem. And then from Harlem, man, it's just been all over
this
the place.
This guy is seriously
man.
New York. What do you
rap? It's funny because I went to Julian Richmond. Shout out Julian Richmond. It was a crazy school. Yeah. They kicked 500 kids out at one time. And my mother happened to know a dean that worked at a school in Queens. So I went to Forest Hills, Queens to go to high school also.
Wow.
So when I say I'm like five barrel thorough, I'm five barrel thorough.
Are we just going to skip over that they kicked 500 kids out in one time? You're not going to
Julian Richmond. Julian Richmond was crazy.
What happened for them to kick 500? That's like kicking the whole school
Julian
out.
Richmond at that time was Julian Richmond. It was a crazy school. It was one of the wild, lean on me type school. I went to school with, remember Ziggy and Fat Joe was there. Fat Joe went to school there. Okay. A bunch of people, man. But yeah, Julian Richmond was a wild. If you know about Julian Richmond back in the 90s and the early 80s, man, it was crazy.
Well, look, now that you're in the music, meaning putting out your own music, do you have like full bodies of work out right now? Or are you just getting started? Like, what do you got going on?
Well, actually, when I first started, I put out compilations of the Global Thugs, which is now GT's Enterprise. I done cleaned it up. But yeah, a lot of my compilations is the Global Thugs joints. And yeah, I got a compilation. It's funny, my first compilation is NFE. And I got a bunch of artists on there, man. Machine Gun Kelly's is on there. You know what I'm saying? He was, before he blew up. E-Ness, Roy Flush. I got UGK on there. You know what I'm saying? When I put out my projects, my compilations, it was to hear me rapping with people that I like. You know what I'm saying? To see if I can stand on a song with them.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the industry for so long, but now I'm as an artist. So I was like, I got to put myself through the test. So my first 3 compilations probably have like 20 artists on there with me.
Nice.
From different states. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call it NFE. It's like ninjas from everywhere.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So now, 2022, I think I done grew myself where I can put my own singles out.
And speaking of singles, let's talk about the single because I'm about to play it right now. Am I saying it right? Whoa Girl?
Whoa Girl, yeah.
All right, talk about it.
Whoa Girl, it's kind of got that island vibe. Like I love being on an island. I love beaches. I love women. I love grinding. I love winding. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do something like that. And it's funny because the artist that's on there with me, he's actually a model. Shout out to you models. So he's never done music before. I was like, come in the studio because he got that whole vibe. So we put out the Whoa Girl joint. And it's actually dope. You know what I'm saying? And the single before that, you was also playing the What About On My Wave. What About On My Wave joint. That actually just did 1 million streams.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
Well, let's get Whoa Girl on right now.
Let's do it.
All right, let's take it to the islands.
Let's take it to the islands, but that Whoa Girl.
All right, let's get it. It's Power 105.1. It's DJ SussOne Kilogram.
Yeah. As I get up in the crib tonight.
Rob, what you trying to say, man? You trying to get the finances, man, or the fine asses? I'm trying to get it trying to get it in the crib tonight. Trying to get them in the crib tonight. Room 16 on 10. Hey, yeah.
G to the R to the AMZ. I'm a dot, them girls love me. As I dip to the do to the die day. Live life like every day's my damn birthday. And party every night like it's Friday. DBNR hits all year. Let's hit the dance floor, work them hips. At the end of the night, I be in them lips.
Big body, like one of my bands. Call through, like 10 of her friends. It's kinda freaky deaky kind of shit I'm in. But right now I be living. I ain't tryna fraud on you, baby girl. You hotter than it's ever been. But right now, niggas did the best part of saying name cinnamon. She tryna get my 10 again. Get like 10 inches to the bitch. Cause I know she want it in and in. In and out. Now she wanna get it routed. Like I had a rerouter. Nah, she connected to my love like it's Wi-Fi. Now stay fly. I wanna get them tonight. All the girls tonight. All the girls tonight. I want the girls on the left, I want the girls on the right, I want the girls on my side. Pretty little dimes all around the world, all around the world, all around the world. I want the pretty little dimes all around the world, I want them woke girls. Is you a woke girl? Is you a woke girl? You've got to go, girl. Yeah, you gotta go. Move your wine up, bubble up slow, then drop low. Wine and go to the flow. Hold on to your ankles like you never really know that your pump them up the show. I say wine for me, slow it down for me. Say you have to wine for me, wine, that's slow down for me.
When I enter the spot, I'm known to cop block. New York to the death, you can tell from my ditty bop. Slid it to the side, spit a couple lines, pop a couple bottles, yeah, we living that life. Smoking on that chain lotto, toss a couple of bands up in the bag, baby girl, hit the lotto, push your P with the new models. King Kong in the drop top, yeah, baby, we going full throttle.
In and out, now she wanna get it routed, like I had a rerouter. Nah, she connected to my love like it's Wi-Fi. Now stay fly, I wanna get them tonight. All the girls tonight, all the girls tonight. I want the girls on the left, I want the girls on the right, I want the girls on my side. I wanna get them tonight. All the girls tonight, all the girls tonight. I want want the girls on the left, I want the girls on the right, I want the girls on my side.
Yo, this Unreal BPM Productions, baby. DB&R, let's go. You know what it is. King Khan, Gramzunkut.
Now she gon' drop bombs on the dance floor. Sorry, little mom, y'all want a little more. You was a woke girl if you didn't know, girl, the way that you fake in here tonight. My God.
Yo, it's Power 105.1, DJ SussOne, the new artist spotlight. We got Kilogram in the building. Now, what name did you go by in the industry before you had the artist name Kilogram?
Well, my artist name is Gramzunkut, and my
So what's
industry
Kilogram?
name
What
is
am I saying Kilogram for?
It's Kilo Gramzunkut.
Okay.
Like my name, like people know me as Kilo, like that's my name, but you can't go. It's so many kilos in the industry, in the streets, in every city, in every state is a kilo.
Yeah.
So I had to flip it and bounce it. So it was Gramzunkut. You know what I'm saying? Grams uncut kilos, that raw kilo, that straight brick. You know what I'm saying? So I flipped it and bounced it. I changed it a little bit, the Gramzunkut.
Nice.
But it's real unique, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't get mixed up with anybody else's product.
Talk about your music just a little bit more. Are people gonna get bars? Are people gonna get
definitely?
Are people gonna get a vibe? Like, no, because there's different types of hip hop out now.
But like
you know what
I'm saying,
when I want bars, I'm listening to Fab, I'm listening to Kiss. When I want a vibe, I'm listening to Fabio. Like, what is? Well,
see, like the Woe Girl's a fun record, but then when I do records with people like Uncle Murder and Fred the Godson, which I do have.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Fred. Like those are bars. Like when I do records with Smith and Wesson, I got bars. But when you in the club, you don't want to hear bars. So I got music for the clubs. I got music for the ladies. I got music to drink to, music to smoke to. When you want to hear bars, you want to hear hard, put the hoodie on, lace your boots up. That's more the Global Thugs records.
What took you so long to put out music, you know, coming from the era that you came in? Because you came in what people like to say the golden era. You know what I'm saying? Why not put out music back then? What made you choose? To me, back then, being an artist was whack. What?
Being the street team was fun. I had the van. I could go in and out the club.
You're talking about the era you said of Busta Rhymes and
Missy. But see,
we're
talking about that era, 2022. But that era, actually, it took a lot for an artist to be an artist. Like, it was a lot. A lot of artists, they got stressed out. A lot of artists took bad turns.
Which, by the way, I don't want anybody to take a bad turn, but in my opinion, it should take a lot to be an artist. Like, right, you know, some things are great about this era, but some things I think people are becoming famous too quickly without the work because of social media and all that. And I don't really agree with that. I feel like there's no gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact back then there was gatekeepers. But go ahead to what you were saying.
Yeah, I just feel like back then, for me, the freedom that I had being a street team and running around and in and out the clubs, like I didn't have to be at the interview. I didn't have to be at the show. I could just set up everything. But I get the same perks. I'm in the club, I'm in the VIP, I got the, you know what I'm saying? And back then, the street team, you get everything. You get everything. Everyone was making money from like the mom and pop stores with the vinyls and the CDs. You know, artists was like not getting all their money. And being a street team and having a van full of CDs and cassettes, you're going to get that money from the mom and pop stores.
It was a different era too, bro, because
that's what I'm saying.
If your stuff was in the mom and pop stores getting bootleg, you know, people was getting jumped back then.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Back then. It was a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a lot. The records was getting leaked. Like it was a different situation back then. Yeah. And I just like running around and being in the street, like during the parades and during the concerts and all the Greek fests and all that type of events. The street team was fun, man. You just hop out the van and do whatever you want, blast music, everybody rushing to you. The artists, it was too like. They was standoffish. Like, they can't really run in the crowd. It was different. You know, so it was a different energy. It seemed like it was too much for me. And I wasn't really into performing like that.
I hear you.
It wasn't my thing.
Well, what do you got coming up now that you're in the music?
Oh, man, I got so much music coming out. I actually got self-made leathers. I got a leather company. I design leathers.
Nice.
I got the Dippin' Donuts.
I need something for the fall, by the way.
I got you.
All right. October's coming.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you everything. I got the 420, the Dippin' Donuts line. So I got music, bud, leathers, you know what I'm saying? I got everything going on, man. I'm having fun with it now. Trying to build up my enterprise, man. Like I used to run around with Puff, Jay-Z, like the early days.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
I miss that era.
So I still got that same energy, you know what I'm saying? Like some people get their success early, some people get it a little bit longer. Sometimes, I mean, it's not a race, it's a marathon. You know
it's not a race, it's a marathon. You got to do things that match your soul and on your pace.
And on my own pace.
Tell people your Instagram, your social media, where they can follow you.
Everything is Gramzunkut, 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 YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Nice. And good to see you again.
Likewise,
Thank you for
brother.
reminding me. I'm just funny. I'm interviewing him, and I feel like you get the same type of statements that people say about me. Do you ever get like you resemble Noriega vibes? People say that about me.
Well, yeah, I'm half Spanish, half black, so
I'm half black and half white, and I used to have the hair, but it fell off. So
yeah, I just it's funny. I just chopped my hair off, but it's growing right back. Man, I'm back to the curls, man. I'm back on my pretty boy.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to the show.
Yeah, my man.
We'll link up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to more music.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Kilo, Grams.
Gramzunkut.
Gramzunkut. It's DJ SussOne. It's Power 105.1.